Now I'm going to show you how to boil our noodles for our starter, which is going to be the lovely Italian arancini balls, like you would normally know them, but without the rice, but with the low-carb pasta.
So this is an Italian, but made in South Africa by any of you can make that. We use the We Love Low Carb, the noodles that we make, using that beautiful flour. The flour is milled out of nuts and seeds. It's very low in carb. In fact, a 200-gram bag, there's 4 punnets, and each punnet is 50 grams, and there's only 3.2 grams of carbs in each punnet. Very, very low carb.
Absolutely.
So you're going to boil the water, you said, yeah?
Yeah. Okay, so here I've got a pot of water on. It's boiling nicely, and we are going to, and I've added some salt, so about a tablespoon of salt. It's high heat. Any pasta must always boil. An Italian will actually tell you if you do not boil the water, it's not going to work. So it must be rapidly boiling. So nicely bubbling. Then we're going to take our bundles. So these are the 50-gram bundles that my sister was talking about, okay? The dehydrated Chinese noodles, and we're going to plop them in.
So that's 200 grams. That's enough for 2 people, or how many are you going to use in your starter?
No, because we're mixing it with a bit of meat sauce and cheese. That'll be enough for a good couple of balls, which we'll show you later. Yeah? Okay, so once you've added it into your water, you need to just very gently wait for a minute or two until it gets a little bit loosened, because remember it's dried. So then you just very gently are going to, it needs to go a little bit longer. And then I'm going to show you how we are going to loosen it up just a little bit, just with the tongs, just to loosen it up. You don't want to break it. So it would be like boiling your normal Chinese egg noodles. You can't put it in and get it separate all at once.
And
it needs to just take a minute or two.
Do you, obviously the pasta is the same principle, the boiled water, the salt, but it takes longer to cook, right? The pasta.
It takes a few minutes longer, because it's made of nuts and seeds and it's a little bit more dense. It will take a couple more minutes. So we've said about 12 to 15 minutes. It all very much depends
on the noodles.
Yes, it all very much depends on what you've got. If you've got a very fast gas stove, some people, on a little 2-plate, it's going to take a little bit shorter. But the average is 12 to 15. But that's very easy to test. All you do is take a fork and test it with a fork. So now, Chinese noodles are going nicely. I've just loosened them a little bit with the tongs. Okay, so that they separate just gently. You don't want to break them up too much. So
lift it up a bit. Let's see what it looks like. Wow.
Okay, so they are going. And that's going to go for another couple of minutes. It's only been on for a few, so I'm going to be moving this onto the right now. This pasta's been on for 12 to 15 minutes.
The noodles,
The noodles for the starter, for the Italian balls. And it is literally, I know that it's ready because I've just tasted it. And
how do you know? Can I check a piece?
You can chuck it up into the ceiling. If it sticks, it's done.
Yeah, no, that's done.
No, that works with egg pasta, not low-carb pasta.
It is done, but it doesn't work. This is what we do in Italy. We check if your pasta or noodles are done, and if it sticks, okay, it's done, but it didn't stick. I think it's a non-stick
roux. Got too many nuts and seeds.
So that tastes very nice and salty. A little bit of salt comes through with that noodle.
So we're just going to strain that.
Yum.
Okay. We're going to strain that, and we're going to rinse a bit of cold water. Out the way now. Rinse a bit of cold water over it. Okay, because you want it to cool down obviously quite quickly.
Stay al dente.
Lift it up. Oh,
there we go.
Yeah.
So we are going to strain that nicely, get all the water out, and then we are going to put it in our bowl, and my partner in crime will put it in the fridge to cool down.
Beautiful. So there's your noodles, all nicely cooked and ready for later.
Yes.
So this is quite exciting because we don't really cook with low-carb foods. You've been a chef for 28 years, my sister. So this is something new for us, but we love it. We obviously all want to check our carbs and do the low-carb thing. What are you going to make now?
Definitely.
Are you carrying on with?
We are now going to make the starter. So this could be for a snack food. This could be for a snack party. It could be for a dinner. So you can eat it. There's lots of different applications.
What is it called? What do you make?
It's a different take on arancini balls, which you would use the rice with. But we are going to be using the low-carb pasta.
The noodles.
The noodles that we boiled.
These ones.
Which have now cooled down, and we are going to use that to shape our balls. Okay.
So that's coconut oil, but it's actually quite solid.
Okay, so coconut oil at
It's
its solid form, yes,
Yeah, it's solid.
Until it hits heat, and then it becomes liquid. Okay, so I've spooned a couple of spoons in here. I would say about a cup.
Yeah, that looks like quite a
we
bit.
want to shallow fry it. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be deep fried. We're just going to put that on a medium heat just to melt the coconut oil.
This is for the spaghetti balls, right?
Correct.
Yay.
We are now on our way to Italy.
Yes.
Okay. So, the mince that I cooked earlier for the nachos, I've just taken a little bit of that mince. It's more of a meat sauce, okay?
Wow, look, yeah.
And I'm going to add some of our Alpine Deli arrabbiata sauce, just
It's
to
got
make
a bit
it a
of
bit more.
spice, hey? Like,
Yes, just to make it a little bit more saucy.
a little bit of chili in the sauce as well.
Correct.
Yeah.
Arrabbiata is like a Napolitano. It just has a little bit more, a little bit of a bite.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to take our
Nicely boiled
pasta.
noodle.
Yep. We are going to add, let's take a little bit more, let's say a cup.
Nice.
Okay, we're going to add our meat sauce and with our mince and meat sauce.
Oh, you
This is an amazing dish when you always have leftover spaghetti bolognese in the fridge, right?
Yeah.
So this is the perfect thing to make.
Well, not in my house with a teenager.
Well, yeah, but if you do and you're lucky enough and you don't have teenagers, then you definitely want to be making
You can
this.
get your hands dirty here.
Oh, yeah. I have
Yeah.
cleaned my hands. Now we're going to add a mixture of, we are going to go
Cheddar.
a good cup, cheddar and mozzarella.
Yeah.
That's going to go in there.
Yum.
Okay. We are now going to add some fresh oregano, organic, from my garden,
But you
which
can
I've
also
chopped
use
up. You can use dried
dry.
as well.
Yeah.
But I love my herbs,
Chuck
so
it
that's
in.
all going in.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, now this is where it's going to get a little bit dirty. And then we're going to add,
Your kids will love it. Yay.
we are going to add
Your egg.
just a half an egg.
Half an
an egg is fine.
Just to bind it all together, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So this is what you want to, you really want to get it all mixed in nicely. I'm going to add a little bit more cheese to this because
I think the
when
more
you,
cheese, the better, really.
oh my word, because when you're
Yum.
frying it,
Yum, yum, yum.
oh my word, it is amazing. And you can actually,
I'll just
you
eat it
can
like
smell, it just smells
that.
yummy
Oh, I
with the
smell
herbs.
the oregano, yum.
We are going to, can you give me a little pinch of salt from the pepper from the pestle and mortar, a little bit of black
Yeah.
pepper?
There you go.
And we're going to add a pinch of salt.
This is quite a big portion. This is going to make at least like 10 balls.
10 balls, yeah. Look, you can make bigger balls, you can make smaller balls, but
And you can
I'd say
prep-
golf ball size.
But you can also prep this also quickly because remember the noodles have been boiled. You can prep everything the night before and chuck it
Absolutely.
all the next evening and you've got a nice lekker meal.
There we
Low
go.
carb.
Now I just need to wash my hands because that was quite messy.
Okay.
Don't eat it behind the back.
Now, yeah, sorry, I'm always the one that's tasty. Should I move this up the way, right?
You can leave it there. I'm going to put the balls on there.
Oh, wow, okay.
Okay, so now you're going to start shaping your balls. Okay, it might seem a bit wet, but it's fine because what you're going to do is you're going to squash them, you're going to squish them, and then you're going to put them on a plate. See, they shape quite.
Oh, wow.
They shape quite easily, actually.
Yeah.
Looks
Okay.
super easy.
Like the size of a golf ball.
Super easy.
Look at that.
And remember, when you fry them, once we've crumbed them, that cheese is just all going to ooze out.
I think we'll do 2 for now. Right?
Yep. And then I'm going to show you how to. Maybe we'll do one more. Let's do one
Okay, 3 for luck.
more. Yeah.
One for me.
Two looks
one for
too
you.
lonely on the plate.
One for you, 2 for me.
Here we go.
What about the
Oh, and one for Leanne.
Okay.
Well, no, the rest are for you. The finished product. Don't worry, you're going to get to taste. We've been experimenting with this because of the, having a starter. It's the first time ever that we're actually making something like this. You get arancini balls in Italy, but they're all full of carbs. So we came up with a brainchild, thanks to the We Love Low Carb. You'll get it just now. The breadcrumbs. Just wait. Oh my word. This is exciting.
All right.
This is so exciting.
Right, so now we've got our balls.
Maybe
They don't have to be firm, hey? They actually,
No.
oh yum, I could eat them, literally just put them in my
You
mouth.
could, they're delicious. All right, now we are going to, I've got here the We Love Low Carb flour. I have one egg lightly beaten, or 1.5 or 2 eggs, or you can add a bit of water to an egg, it doesn't
You
matter.
can dilute it, yeah.
Then we've got the We Love Low Carb breadcrumbs, to which I've added
Nice.
Parmesan, because that's just going to make it yummy. And I've actually added some of the shea spice.
The Mediterranean bliss.
Made by Shares, yeah. So we're gonna crumb these beautiful little balls in flour from We Love Low Carb. We're gonna add flour, egg, and crumbs. Okay?
Just like you would a normal chicken
Yes,
schnitzel.
absolutely.
Always flour, egg, and crumbs.
And you can add Parmesan to your crumbs. I use this to add the Made by Shares, the Mediterranean bliss, to add in here. I added about half a tablespoon.
Yum.
Otherwise, you can use mixed herbs. You
Anything.
can use oregano.
But this is these breadcrumbs you can also buy from the We Love Low Carb website, everywhere, the shop, you name it.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, so we've got the flour, we've got the egg. Let me just do all the
Should I
flours
do this
quickly.
one a little bit?
Gently, yeah,
Yeah,
because it's not
gently.
that solid yet.
you
Yeah.
do the flour first,
Like any
then
schnitzel.
the egg, then the crumbs.
Correct.
And I like to do a bit of this,
Yeah.
coat it a little bit.
Push it
Don't
down
obviously
gently.
not too hard. I think it's, it's a soft ball. It's
Yep.
not a golf ball. There you go. Look at the,
Perfect.
absolutely amazing. And it goes quick, and your whole family can help you quickly the next
Yeah, it's
evening
like
after
making
you've
a
prepped it. I think it goes easy and
It's
quick.
like making a schnitzel.
You want simple, easy meals when you come home from work, and I think this is something that I'm going to do as well.
For sure.
You can actually also freeze them, and then take them out and put them in the oven. So it's quite easy and simple, and there you go.
There we go. Someone
That's got a
needs
bit
to
of
wash their
egg.
hands.
There you
Okay. Right, let's move that all out the way. So that has been crumbed now, flour, eggs, and crumbs. Okie dokie. And my assistant is going to put those in the fridge.
Yes, I am.
And then we're going to show you, obviously, you need to keep them in the fridge for about a half an hour, or if you're in a rush, put them in the freezer for 15 minutes, just so that they get a bit solid, because you do not want to fry something that's so soft already. It's just going to fall apart. Okay, so here we've got some that we've made before. So they are
Magic.
nice and
Magic.
solid. Just to show you, they are nice and solid and hardish and nice and cold. And now our coconut oil.
Nice and warm on moderate heat, huh?
Yep, medium heat.
It's quite a lot of oil, so basically
It
you
is.
actually want to shallow fry it, basically.
Shallow fry,
Yeah.
correct. Okay, so once your crumbed balls that you've crumbed now have cooled down in the fridge and they're nice and firm,
They're actually quite firm, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, easy to fry.
then
yeah?
you are going to add them into your oil. Okay, so as you can see,
Ooh,
we're just
nice.
shallow frying. So half of the ball is under the oil and half is sticking
You want
out.
to hear that sizzle.
And you're going on medium,
Right.
absolutely. You want to just go on medium heat, okay, and just drop them in carefully without burning yourself. Okay.
Because if you put it into oil that's not sizzling, it becomes really oily and greasy.
Soggy.
Hey?
Oh,
it
yes.
needs to be really nice and hot and bubbly. Yeah,
For
when
sure.
you put them in, yeah.
So you are going to just, on medium heat, you are going to fry these off for a couple of minutes. I would say 3 minutes on each side, then we're going to turn them. Okay.
Nice.
So now it's 5 minutes later, guys. It's been going for about 3 minutes on each side. They're looking yummy and caramelized. So at this stage, we can now take them out, drape them on some kitchen towel.
Yum. Sorry. Crispy. That's what you wanted. Crispy
Hot,
on the outside.
Hot,
eh?
hot. I'm just going to switch that off now.
Yum, yum, yum.
strain that with a slotted spoon so you can get the oil out.
And don't burn your fingers.
Or a spider. I've got fingers made from titanium, so I don't feel it.
Nice.
Okay,
Amazing.
and then we're going to show you just how to plate it nicely.
Okay.
Right, so you can see the cheese wants to escape. Look there.
It's coming out.
wants to
It's
escape.
oozing out.
Look at that.
But that's what you want.
We're going to
Oozing
show you now.
cheese. Yeah.
So now, look how beautiful. You can make them smaller. You can even make them
you
bigger.
can even do a nice big fat
You can make a big patty.
Yeah.
You can,
Yeah.
you know, with a fried egg on top. I mean, you can do anything.
Okay.
Right, so we are going to use some of our,
Is that the arrabbiata sauce? But
yes,
you can use
our
any
low-carb
tomato.
arrabbiata
Yeah.
sauce, yes. And you can plate it however you want to.
This is we're making a chefified version.
We're
If
just
you want
gonna-
to impress your guests that
Look
come
at that.
round.
Ooh,
Yum.
the cheese just wants to stick
Ooh,
everywhere.
Look at that. Yum.
Then I'm going to drizzle a bit of pesto, which I made myself. Just a bit of pesto.
The basil pesto.
And just
but
a
I don't
little
even
bit of-
know that's even not necessary.
Ugh,
Oof.
you can if you want to, you don't have to. And then we're going to just a little bit of Parmesan.
Parmigiano.
because-
This is why this is the Italian part of this whole cooking demo.
Look at
We
that.
are now Italy to South Africa.
And then some beautiful oregano.
So all three of these ingredients are the wheat-free flour with macadamia nuts, sesame seeds, sunflower seeds, or almonds,
correct.
and vital gluten and oats.
And it's
All of them.
wheat-free. Most
Yeah.
importantly, it's wheat-free.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I don't know why anybody would not want to eat our pasta and eat bread made from this flour.
Yeah.
Buon appetito and enjoy making
Nice.
your balls.
So I can't wait to dig in.
Me neither.
But before we do, I know that 40% of this dish is just protein.
That's amazing.
It's higher than any of your protein shakes or protein
Wow.
bars, and you've got an amazing wholesome meal, and nutritious and low carb. So let's go.
Can you stop talking so we can taste?
Yeah.
Let's
Oh, crunchy.
see.
Yum.
While you guys
Look at
are
the inside. Wow. Leandy, you're going to have to come and taste. It's divine.
And you guys know the rules. Please give us a point out of 10 for your own creation.
No, this gets an 11 from me. I'm sorry. It tastes like a meatball, but it's got the
On
crispy
steroids.
on the outside.
On steroids.
And I must say, the basil pesto actually makes it quite
Yummy.
more Italian even, and yummy. Yum.
Are you guys Italian?
No, we actually Swiss,
Swiss.
but we grew up in South Africa. But we love all kind of foods, as you can see. We love food.
Look at the cheesiness and the gooiness of that cheese. So I say don't skimp on the cheese. Put more cheese in if you want, because that cheese is just yummy. Look, I have to be honest. I give this a 9 out of 10 only because, you know, panko breadcrumbs, for example, will make it a bit more crispy. However, these are still crispy and they're still yummy. And I would eat this knowing that it's low carb over anything.
No, I give it an 11. And
You can't do 11.
we can, no, but we can meet in the middle. She's the younger one. She goes for 9. I'm the older sister. I'm the 11.
Then we're going to call it a 10.
Let's call it a 10.
I'd say so because it really
That's
is
it.
delicious. You're going to have to taste, Leandy.